You are listening to I Am Refocused Radio with your host, Shamaya Reed. This show is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. And now, here's your host, Shamaya Reed.
Welcome back to I Am Refocused Radio. Once again, we are here today and we have another show lined up for y'all today. Man, you know what time it is. It is special holiday season. Merry Christmas to everybody. I know it's not Christmas yet because by the time this airs, one is going to air the next day. Today we're recording and it's the 17th, but it'll be out on the 18th. But it's also going to air on radio on this Sunday. So that'll be way before Thursday. Everyone, I know you're going to be super excited being with friends and family on Christmas Day. But we have a perfect gift that you need to start talking about because our special guest today, we have Gerald Jones and Kevin Clark. They are longtime friends and creative partners who are doing great things in the business world. You guys have been friends for a long time. So we had to get the scoop. What got you into thinking, man, we need a Blessn? So this app, I'm telling you, I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. This is the next big thing. I seen y'all at this on Homework. Y'all been on local news. Y'all been on other radio shows, and y'all promoting the heck out of this. And that's perfect to get this all out right before Christmas. So I just want to cut to the chase and say, first and foremost, thank you, Kevin and Gerald, for being on the show today. How y'all doing?
Our pleasure. Thank you.
Doing it great. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Merry Christmas early.
Yes, Merry Christmas. And man, I'm telling you, this app, I was kind of looking at the website, Blessn.com, and I'm like, wow, this is really cool. I like this concept. And we all know about the doom scroll, social media, other platforms, a lot of stuff on there that can distract us. But the thing about it is that there's a lot of negative stuff out there that can really keep us on there for a long time. Tell us a little bit about the concept of your app. And how did you come up with the idea that, you know what, this actually be a nice change, a nice different option?
Yeah, gladly. Thank you again for having us. And good morning to everybody in Texas. So we thought of this years ago, I think, because we joke that between the two of us, we have one brain. So we always kind of arrive at the same conclusions at the same time. I think we were both feeling what you just said, Shemaya, that the doom scrolling was getting out of control. And I know for myself, I was waking up in the morning and filling my head with all that negativity. And, and the brain rot as well. It's a lot of it's just useless. And I'll throw it to him because he's actually the one that came up with the idea.
Yeah, I think, like you're saying, doom scrolling. We were scrolling in the morning. I'd be scrolling right before I go to bed. And I started to realize that I wasn't getting a good vibe from social media anymore. It would be something terrible and I'd see it right before I go to bed. Then I'm having dreams or nightmares about it, getting anxiety in the morning when I'm driving to work. So I called Kevin and said, hey, man, I think I'm onto something. Why don't we create an app that's nothing but uplifting and positive so that instead of doom scrolling, we're faith scrolling. And Kevin agreed. He was going through the same emotions at the same time. And we went ahead with our journey like 2.5 years ago when we first started developing Blessn.
But y'all have rich history too as well. I think that's a great backstory there. You have over 20 years of knowing each other and being creatives. But tell us a little bit about the story of the Academy Awards because you have a story of that as well. I'm like, okay, this is pretty interesting. It's not just two random people doing something with a great idea with the app. These are people who really have been invested in the entertainment world as well.
Yeah. I mean, we're not just business partners. We've been best friends for decades now. And weirdly, my mother introduced us backstage at the Academy Awards. I am the supervisor of what they call the talent page staff. Those are the young people that shuttle the folks around, like the stars around during rehearsal, during the show, make sure they hit their marks, get where they need to. And at the end of the show, my mother says, hey, I had a young guy on my staff this year who's really cool. You should go introduce yourself. So I walked up to him and I said, hey, I'm Kevin, and we've been friends and business partners since that day.
Yeah, very fortunate. We both seemed to connect immediately. And then as we journeyed into friendship and then also business, it's just very fortunate to have somebody who kind of sees eye to eye and put in the same effort that I put in. So it's just lucky to have a friend and a business partner like Kevin.
Once again, listening on Refocused Radio and watching us online and talking to our two guests today, Gerald Jones and also Kevin Clark. We're talking about the Blessn app. We're going to get to it, but you know how we do on the show. We got to warm up the seat real fast. But before we get to the app, you both also won an Emmy together for a PSA addressing school gun violence. Tell us a little bit about that project. And wow, congrats on that. That's pretty cool.
Oh, thank you. Well, I mean, Kevin and I met at the Academy Award, so we've always been interested in creativity and the film industry. And during the time, we noticed that there was a lot of school violence. There is still to this day. There was recently a shooting, a school shooting. So we saw that there was an issue that needed to be solved. We decided to do a PSA just because we felt that the message needed to get out, and we shot it. Financed it ourselves, and fortunate enough to win an Emmy Award for it.
I love those stories because I feel that always ties into the deep reason why someone chooses to take on a project. Because when you think about social media and how platforms, they're responsible for using their place, gathering people from all corners of the world for good. I mean, that's what you hoping that they're doing. I can only imagine a lot of thought was put into building the Blessn app. So without further ado, going to make a segue to the beginning stages of building this app. What were some of the things that y'all had in mind that was absolute important, top priority that you want to make sure was in this app?
Look, yeah, you take it first.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we weren't developers. We started this app. This was a whole new venture for us. But we know that we spend a lot of time on social media. We also had a creative mind. So when we started developing Blessn, we had an idea that it's a platform where other creative people can come on board and post uplifting and positive things. And we wanted to call it Blessn because we wanted to keep it more faith-based and more uplifting. And people can bless each other's day. So you can use it just like any other social media app, TikTok, Instagram. You can post videos, you can follow people, cost nothing to just jump on there and start posting or following and faith scrolling. But also we gave an opportunity for content creators, if they wanted to monetize, they could do a personalized message of faith. So if somebody's going through a bad day, or somebody's in the hospital or sick, or somebody's stressed out for the SATs.
They're celebrating.
Yeah, or celebrating something positive. You can have your favorite content creator send them a personalized message, uplifting message. So I thought that was a way to reward positivity instead of on some other social media platforms. You'll see people selling their content that doesn't align with a lot of our values.
And that's a great point to make because you're making a space that is like nowhere else. Is unique. And did you both had any worries about how the turnout will be? Because from what I've seen, what I heard in your previous interviews, you guys are jumping and breaking records. So in the beginning, were you at all nervous that it might be too narrow for users? Or were you just like, you know what, step on faith and see what happens and see if people actually like it?
Yeah, I personally never doubted that it would have an audience. I really didn't. As soon as he pitched me, and I don't know if this means he's a great pitcher, but he pitched me this idea in 60 seconds. I was like, you found a winner. You did, Gerald. Like, this is a winner. It's going to find an audience. And we all know for a fact, I'm a parent. I don't know if you are. I know for a fact that I'm nervous about what our young people are taking in every day, whether that's brain rot or negativity or just comparing themselves to other young people. You know, as a parent, I'm concerned about that. And I imagine I'm not the only one. So we found an audience pretty quickly. The people who have found us, they thank us, you know.
In this app, just doing my homework and seeing different platforms y'all been on to discuss the culture of this app and the users of this app, it looks like everyone's having a great time. I mean, you got athletes on there, you got professional people, some superstars on there. How does it feel to have a mixed bag of your average users who just want to have something positive, but you also have some respected personnel, public figures, they're saying, wait, hold up. I actually kind of like this, and I'm going to be a part of this social media thing.
Oh, yeah. It felt really good. We got some NBA players on there. We got some other college athletes on there, but also just average person, youth organizations are jumping on. What I really like is the feedback that we're getting. People are taking the time out of their day to not only join Blessn and start posting, but they're also emailed us saying, thanking us for creating the app and something they've been looking for. So that's what really hits me when somebody says, I love the app. Any advice on how to be more successful on this app or how to get my message out there? We're getting direct messages from people like that. So that really made me feel like we're on the right path and we're doing something that's really positive.
Yeah. And it's also, some people are just lighthearted. Like yesterday, a person posted, a young person, spelling Blessn, our app, Blessn, in the snow, where she lives in like northern United States. And I was like, that's creative. Like,
Yeah, that was cool.
Not every message is a sermon. It's some people having fun,
Yeah.
Let's talk about features, because I know those who are watching or listening to us on radio, they're going to say, well, okay, this doesn't sound like a bad switch up from, the other massive social media pages out there that are available. What's some of the features that if someone's brand new and they just download the app on Android or iPhone OS system, what's some of the things that they can right away just dive into and kind of explore?
Yeah, I think I'll start us off, but I think first off, you want to decide, are you going to be a user, somebody that just consumes the media, or do you want to be a contributor? So you first always sign up as a user and then decide if you'd like to transition into being a contributor or influencer on the app. So it's up to you. And then, you can tell about some of the features too.
Yeah, what I really like and what we really try to do is make it as user-friendly as possible. So if you're using any other social media app, you're going to know how to use Blessn. And one of the features we had is, which I was mentioning before, is you can monetize your page if you'd like to. So it doesn't mean that a user has to pay to see your post or see anything that you put up on Blessn. But if they wanted to get some exclusive content from you, they could purchase that from you and get the contributor can sell a Blessn on the app. So it's just a really fun, safe social media platform that gives our contributors a way to monetize instead of going and doing something disruptive or something that won't align with a lot of people's values. You can come here and feel safe. Youth organizations or any of this younger generation can use it. And it really feels like it could help with a lot of mental health resources, where instead of doom scrolling and feeling gloomy all day and comparing yourself to other people, you come on Blessn and you feel uplifted and you feel positive and you start your day off right.
When you think about the power of social media and how people who have a big following, they obviously can make a lot of things change over to where a lot of people dip out on this platform and start piling up on this platform. Because we've seen it. I can't drop names, obviously, but we've seen that happen before throughout the years. I remember my high school days, something got popular, and before you know it, everybody's trying to get an invite, just get on that platform. When you think about the powerful people that can start using this app and bringing their, dare I say, fans or followers from other apps, what are you hoping that can turn into as far as like more businesses maybe popping up on that app and getting involved with the audience and users? What's some of the things that you're hoping in their future will start to develop as it gains more popularity?
Yeah, I think one of the wonderful things about being a couple of business owners and seeing these people join is they bring their own ideas. Oftentimes, I think they're going to take it in directions we didn't anticipate. When we say personalized messages of faith and faith-based content, for example, I didn't anticipate somebody spelling out Blessn in the snow. That's just fun and goofy, and I love it. And I imagine our users will continue to innovate, and sometimes we'll be following their lead. We see that it's going to be utilized for raising money for mission trips, then we're going to jump on board. We're going to help with that. If we see, we're in Hollywood, we see Angel Studios or some of the other Christian studios using our app to help promote their faith-based content. We're going to jump on board and help.
Yeah, I think when we launched Blessn just last month, we knew it was going to be a David and Goliath situation where the small guys were just two founders starting this with their own funds and developing it, and it's evolving already into something that's really positive, and it's nice to see it grow. And I know that a lot of users are probably going to jump over here. And the great thing about that is, I don't know if you remember when Vine first started, people got on early, and next thing you know, they had a huge following. So this is people's opportunity to jump on Blessn early, start building that following while we're growing. So it's like first users or first adapters have a lot of success, and we'd like to see them come over to Blessn.
Yeah. I mean, right now, some of my favorite folks who have jumped on, because they're so creative, they're at the top of the landing page. And I don't know if I've ever in my life had a TikTok of mine go to the top of the landing page of TikTok, Yeah,
especially when there's millions of people all around the world that's using that platform. But I would say what I've seen so far, I'm going to download this myself after this interview. I'm going to be checking it out, because I was going to ask for those who are creators, right? So if someone's watching this, if someone's listening, they're like, okay, this kind of sounds very interesting, because I don't mind the idea of starting over and go to some different platform and build a new base of people that will appreciate my creative work, whether they're a videographer, a filmmaker, or a podcaster, or someone who does video content throughout the day, or a music artist, whatever. For those who are in that creative space, give them a sales pitch right now. They're like, okay, what's some of the things I can do on the Blessn app that you really can't do on any other platform at the moment?
Well, I think you can reach an audience very quickly on the Blessn app. I don't know if breaking into TikTok or Reels is that easy to do right now. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're not going to be in a sea of other content creators right now. So while Blessn's growing, I think it's a great opportunity to jump on board, build your audience, and spread the message that you want to get out.
Yeah. And if somebody out there is worried that they have to be, they have to talk like a preacher and have their Bible in frame, like we're not saying that we're only doing faith-based content. We're a creative, safe space for people of faith. So get on there and sing. I want to hear more Christmas hymns. I want to see some Christmas dances. It's just a safe space for families and people of faith.
Man, I really think that's excellent. And I would say too, I don't know if it's happening already. Are you seeing churches starting to pop up on there? And is there any ability for people to go live on the app? And if that's something that might be in the future, do you see maybe churches in their own little communities, maybe doing live Sundays services maybe?
Not yet, but you are 100% correct. That's a feature that we are in the works on.
Because I can only imagine, all right, you have the Blessn app. Mm-hmm. Everyone is on that app and they're just being fed blessings.
Mm.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's good crazy though, because it's like I can literally be on there and it's like my alternative from, other platform. And I'm building my audience, but at the same time, you start seeing local businesses, Christian-owned businesses, or just people of faith start coming on the app, starting to advertise, starting to try to find their, crew, tribe, whatever. That would be huge. And then if you start seeing churches pop up on there and they start Bible studies or having, live sermon on Sundays, and maybe it's a different setup because, with every new technology and platform, we grow. But I can definitely see this thing.
Yeah, I think it's a great outreach tool, a great way to raise awareness for whatever your project you're working on, or to bring people into your community. So I think it's a great opportunity for, like you're saying, churches or preachers or youth organizations to get that outreach out there. And it costs nothing to join. It costs nothing to post. So we welcome everyone.
Yeah. And I think right now, we're all seeing people in the Bible Belt, especially, church attendance is on the decline. And I think this is a great tool to reach out to young people and bring them back in.
Once again, listen to Refocused Radio and watching us online, talking to our two special guests today, Gerald Jones and Kevin Clark, talking about the Blessn app. I'm telling you, you want to get this. We are recording this right now. It'll be recording on the 17th. It's going to be out the next day on the 18th, but it's also going to air this Sunday right before Christmas. So I want everyone who hears this on the radio by the time it hits the airwaves on Sunday, please do your homework. Send a blessing to somebody by sending them the link to get this app. Okay, go to theblessn.com, or I'm going to throw it to Kevin and say, how can someone find the mobile app and what's the steps to do it so that way they don't get lost? They can make sure they have it for them and their friends and family.
Yeah, so go to the Apple Store, Apple Store, or go to the Google Play Store if you got an Android. And it's Blessn, B-L-E-S-S, Bless, and then N at the end, Blessn, B-L-E-S-S-N. And you'll see our logo. Download it and, become a user first and check it out.
I have a very, very, very strong feeling after this airs, it's going to go bananas. You're going to have users pop up left and right. That's my prediction, because I never heard anything like this before. And the fact that you said you put this out like little less than a month ago.
Yes. Yep.
Wow, that's all I gotta say, because I have a gut feeling this thing is going to be a household name pretty fast, pretty soon, because people, I say, just personally speaking, because I never heard about this. I just, your team, person on your team reached out to me. I was like, okay, let me check this out. Wow, I never heard this before. This is cool. Oh, it's brand new. It hasn't been out for a month for 2 years or anything. It's brand new. So y'all give me a blessing by having some inside scoop breaking news about what you're doing with this app. But to land the plane, what I'm saying is, I think people are going to see this and say, wow, finally we can do something that I can feel I'm part of something bigger than myself. And I don't have to be on this infinite scroll of trying to find something positive. I think that's the biggest thing going on right now with social media, is that it's just so much negative. Like, it's a lot of just negative people, and it's no knock on them, because everyone goes through what they go through in life. But for there to be an app that's designed to actually inspire you, oh, sign me up. I'm telling you, I'm going to sign up tonight. When we're done with this interview, I go home, I'm signing up on that app, because I think this is something that young people and older people will probably get connected in ways they never had before.
Yeah. And just in time for the holidays, you can jump on there, get an NBA player to send a blessing to your son, daughter, whoever.
And wrapping this up, we have about 4 minutes left. When you think about the opportunities to reach out young people in high school and college, and even young adults freshly out of college, what are you projecting your ability to reach all these different demographics and all these different people? Because I feel like this thing is just waiting to light up and shoot through the moon. Like, it's just waiting to take off.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I have a son who's college age. He's in college now, and we just had a talk recently about his scrolling, and he started feeling like he wasn't adequate and he wasn't as far along in life as he should have been, because he's seeing a lot of stuff on other traditional social media apps. And even when you're following a lot of positive content, you'll still end up scrolling past somebody who's on a jet plane at 25 years old. So I think the younger generation who's looking for something uplifting and something to make them feel better about life in general, they're going to start navigating over to Blessn, and we're going to start growing.
And my last question for you, Kevin, is, I know if I have a lot of ideas popping off my head, you probably have 10 million popping off in your head. So when you think about the new year, I'm sure y'all having fun with this app already. What is some teaser, maybe if you can, of what y'all working on behind the scenes that you can probably spill the beans in 2026?
Well, 2026, we are going to try to get out to as many Christian events as possible. So we're really hoping, us, the founders, to be out there, shaking the hands and meeting the people who are actually using it. I think one of my greatest thrills is talking to people who've been using it and they're like, wow, I really love it. And I think for me, I'm at the stage in life where I really I love those personal connections, And so hopefully, if you're a user of our app, Blessn, hopefully you get to meet us and we get to meet you and find out what you guys want from the app.
That's awesome. I'm sure you can probably make posts on the app itself and reach both of you all and get some direct feedback as well. So if you're listening to this on Refocused Radio, make sure you go get the app Blessn and make sure you go support what they are doing, Gerald Jones and Kevin Clark. Before we sign out officially, I'll give you both a chance to say your last statements if I didn't cover something. If you want to say something to the audience, call to action, what do you want to tell them right now?
I think one of the things we're doing is we're helping to partially fund some of the mission trips the youth groups do. So if you're a youth pastor, you're part of a youth group, reach out to us and we'll get on board with you and help you do what you're doing out in the field.
Yeah, you can find both of us on the Blessn app. I'm Gerald and Kevin. So you'll see us on the Blessn app. You can reach out to us there, or you can email us at Gerald@Blessn.com and Kevin@Blessn.com. So we love to hear back from you.
Well, we might have you guys back on just to get a little update of what else you're going to be doing throughout 2026, because I have a gut feeling this thing might be a household name pretty fast. And I've done a lot of interviews, over 1,000. I'm telling you, this one is up there. So this is history. I feel it. I can feel the goosebumps, man. This is historic right now. So y'all don't forget that Blessn. Make sure you go find it, get it, and share it, because I'm telling you, you talking about good news just in time for Christmas. I want everybody in South Texas to be on that Blessn app on Christmas Day. Do that. That'll be the best gift you can give this host. All right. Make me look good and support Gerald and Kevin, and the rest will be history. To everyone out there listening, watching, Merry Christmas. And to you, Gerald and Kevin, Merry Christmas to you and yours. And thank you for your time.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much.